What's up, athletes? Welcome back. Our progress, our results, and our growth come from a place of discomfort. Now, in order for us to improve, we have to get out of our comfort zone. I know you've heard this before, but think about it. If I continue to repeat the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, then that's called insanity. But instead, if I always push myself a little bit further, 1% more than what I did yesterday, then I'll always continue to grow. So athletes, today, as we do this 5-minute core challenge, I want you to ask yourself, am I staying comfortable? Or am I pushing myself past that place of comfort because I really want to grow? Remember, it's not about feeling bad pain or feeling injured, but it's about being uncomfortable and sitting in that discomfort, programming the mind that we are comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right, athletes, now let's get started. All we need today is 5 minutes. This is a no-stop, intense core challenge, and all you're going to need to follow along is your ab mat. If you don't have an ab mat, then go ahead and grab a cushion from off the couch. And then I'll ask you also to grab a medium weight pair of dumbbells. If you don't have any dumbbells at home, grab something weighted. It could be a bag of rice or a bag of beans. We're gonna work for 60 seconds without stopping through 5 different movements. I'm gonna show you your first one, then check the box above and you're going to know what is coming up. We're gonna start our first one without any weights at all. We're going to be using that ab mat for our sit-up. And then I'll remind you about that butterfly position. So we're gonna do our sit-up in our butterfly position. So our feet are together, our knees are out. And now this helps us remove the work of the hip flexors and also helps increase that range of motion and then just be a bit more gentle on the low back. So you're gonna come all the way down. Your shoulders touch the floor, you're gonna come up and then touch the toes. And you can press that low back against that pillow or that ab mat. Now, if this is a challenge for you, then don't worry about it, straighten out the legs. This will give you a little bit more of a modification. But remember, we push ourselves out of that discomfort. All right, out of that comfort towards discomfort. All right, just to make sure we have that clear. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, and go. So push that low back into the floor as you come up and then just really find that pace. So it's not about speed. Remember, this is 5 minutes, but it's gonna be a doozy of a 5 minutes. So just continue to breathe here and make sure that your low back is touching the floor. Come all the way up, touch the toes. Inhale and exhale on every rep. And I always remind you to exhale on the effort. So inhale as you go down, it's a little bit easier, and then exhale as you come up. And remember also that it's just about 1 breath per repetition. So if you get confused or you can't remember which to do, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. All right, now focus on the movement. Very soon we're gonna grab a dumbbell and we're gonna do an overhead sit-up. So if you're finding it a bit of a challenge with the overhead sit-up, go ahead and continue for 1 more minute with me doing these sit-ups. All right, and here we go. All the way up, and then press the weight up. So the weight now faces the ceiling at all times, and the arms are locked out. So common fault I see is a bent elbow, or that we're using the weight to help us swing up, and that's actually what we want to avoid doing. So this is definitely more of a challenge to keep the weight up, and you'll also notice that it requires some shoulder mobility. So this would be a good idea now to do a quick audit around whether or not you perhaps could use a little bit of more mobility work for the shoulders. All right, that's it. Continue to breathe here. You got this. Get ready. Next, we're gonna do a side plank with a hip drop and a rotation. 3, 2, 1, and then switch. All right, drop that weight. Come onto the side plank. Now you have the option of going on the forearm, also going on the knee, or coming all the way up on the arm. But whatever you do on one side, just make sure you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And now, this is not about speed. So just stay here with me, move with control, get uncomfortable, knowing that we've only got 30 seconds left. And so I know for me, when I scroll on Facebook or I'm on my social media, that 30 seconds is like a blink of an eye. So is actually 5 minutes on that Good work. That's it. 10 seconds. Maybe one more here. All right, and let's go ahead and switch. Get ready for the other side. And now whatever modification you used on one side, go ahead and use on the other side. So if you were on bent knees on the right side, just make sure that you're staying consistent. It's really important that we don't create any muscle imbalances. That's what we want to avoid. That's it. Drive through. And super normal that you feel one side has more stability and strength than the other side. That's it. You got this. Remember, it's a challenge, so push yourself. Don't break. 20 seconds. That's it. You can do it. I'm feeling you too. My body is telling me to stop, but my mind is reminding me that I can do it, and it's only 5 seconds. And I'm gonna feel so accomplished when I'm done. 3, 2, 1. All right, now on the back, we're gonna go for a crisscross. So make sure that low back is flush to the floor. Make sure you can't pass the hand under the back. Then you're gonna just cross arms and legs. You can also do this up here if you wish, as long as you're feeling that low back stable and pain-free. Remember, we're talking about discomfort today, but remember there's a difference between pain and discomfort. The goal is not to push ourselves through bad pain. The goal is to really just stay in that place where we can still push. It's not an injury pain, but it's more something that requires mental toughness and a mental push. All right, speaking of mental push, come on, let's go. We're almost done. Don't break now. 5 seconds. Stay here with me. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Your body loves you for showing up for you, so continue to do that, athletes. Remember, go ahead and repeat one more time if you have it in you, or check out the other workout I have linked for you at the end of this one to complete your training today. I love to hear from you, so comment below, how was this and what else would you like to see? If you've liked it, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, let's subscribe so we keep training together. All right, now let's go, athletes. Refuel, rehydrate. Meet up in your next one. You got this.